Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I definitely encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Libra. What is the message for Libra this week? There is a sense of like finally a new day, and it's kind of funny because it's like it's almost like you something so simple as like a new day, a new start, or whatever you want to call it, um may have been something that you may have had a difficult time looking at or kind of connecting with, right? So personally for me, when I'm having like a difficult day, whether it's getting started or whatever it is, I usually take a nap, right? Whether it's 20 minutes, 30, whatever it may be for that day. And I use that nap as my reset, right? So I don't technically wait till the next day to start. I wait till the next nap to start, right? Or restart, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. But it's almost kind of like that energy, like where you're finding something that allows you to feel like you can finally start something, or that you can finally start working on something. There is this liberating type of energy that you're trying to stay a hold of. So there may have been breakthrough in something in your life, whether it is realizing that you do always have a choice, and that not making a choice in itself is a choice, right? Or whatever it may be. But whatever this energy is for you, it brings in this liberation, or this liberating type of energy that you don't want to let go of, right? That you want to hold on to. And you're trying to figure out a way of how to hold on to it. And just be careful with that, because it's like I feel the more that you try to hold on to it, the more you try to figure out a way to stay within that energy, the faster it starts to flee, right? Because it's not about controlling anything in that sense, and it's not about suppressing or not wanting to experience certain feelings or emotions, right? And yes, it is easier to allow yourself to release energies or feelings, emotions that are not so pleasant, right? And it's easier to receive those that are, right? So like, of course, if you ask somebody like, okay, I don't want to be sad anymore, but I want to be happy. And it's like, okay, if you're happy and this sadness type of energy wants to come in, sometimes you can resist the sadness, and the sadness is there to serve its purpose, is what I'm trying to say. So everything that we experience as humans, whether it is our own emotions or whatever we are personally feeling at the moment, or how we connect to those emotions, is there to serve a purpose. And when we want to hold on to one specific emotion or one specific feeling, we're not allowing ourselves the opportunity to experience everything as a whole. And no, I'm not sending you to go ahead and be depressed or be sad or anything like that. I'm just kind of like giving you a different perspective when it comes to that. Whatever this energy is for you, there is this there is this false illusion that I am picking up, where you may have dealt with the surface of an issue, and that surface of an issue allowed you to feel liberated to a certain point. But in order to allow that energy to continue, it's almost kind of like, okay, now you have to dig into like level 2 and level 3 of this issue. So whatever this personal issue that you're dealing with, it has many components to it. So just getting the surface aspect of it is not enough. So don't allow yourself, or don't rob yourself of the true liberating energy that comes with facing this issue by just telling yourself that you've dealt with it, when in reality you haven't dealt with an entire situation. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to deal with the next level or whatever it is at this moment in time, but just know that there is still more underneath that has not been dealt with. And it's kind of like a reminder, like not to suppress it, that whenever it comes up, whether it comes up a week from now or a month from now, kind of deal with it and kind of remember this liberating energy that you're feeling at this moment. There is a standoff within a relationship, whether it's platonic or romantically. There is somebody like almost giving their back, or wanting to give their back to a connection, but not actually taking a step away. It's kind of like just like literally giving somebody their back, but not actually walking completely away. There is still hesitation with a connection that needs either stronger boundaries or needs to end. And again, it doesn't have to be romantically, guys. This can be a friend, a family member, anyone, but there are strong boundaries that are needed. Maybe you're the one that somebody's turning their back on, or somebody's setting very strict boundaries towards you, and you may not like that because there is this mind game maybe that your mind starts playing on you. Be very careful when it comes to judging others, especially if somebody's setting boundaries with you and you find yourself talking, or saying certain things like, oh, they feel that, or they think that they're this. Be very careful that you're not projecting your own feelings onto someone else. If you're having a hard time setting boundaries, why are you having a hard time setting boundaries? Needing to kind of like dig into that as well. This is a week that, again, as this liberating energy is coming in, it can give you a false illusion or a false view of something that still needs to be worked out with. We have the Eight of Wands, we have the King of Wands in the reverse, with the Four of Swords in the upright. So there's a sense, it's like you face something and you think that that's it. And it's almost kind of like you're not hearing the little whisper from spirit, like, hey, we still have to work on that. And it's like something can catch you off guard, if you rush into believing that you're done with something, or that you've healed or liberated yourself completely from something. Remember, this is not a sprint, it is a marathon, our life. And don't rush through things thinking that it's going to get you to a next level or to a next anything. Until you're not fully ready, there is no elevating or moving into a next phase of anything. And that's for everyone, not just you guys. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card. Now, this can be confirmation to the reading. This can be your advice or something that you're not seeing clearly that you need to be made aware of, Libra. Mindful group thinking, number 40. So when you think about mindful, so when certain things come to our mind, when we're thinking or when we're analyzing certain things, right, there's almost kind of like a moment where we have to reflect on ourselves. We have to reflect, why are we thinking certain things? Why are we viewing things a certain way? How am I, is the way that I'm looking at things, or if the way that I'm viewing things outdated? Is there a perspective here that no longer agrees with me, that I no longer feel connected to? And that's kind of like what you're being asked to look at, right? When it comes to this false illusion that you are liberated from something completely, when only the surface of it has been touched, it's kind of like, hey, don't allow yourself to lie to yourself. Really be mindful of what you're filling your mind with. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Guys, take care. Mwah, love you all. Bye-bye.